welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily Jean if you haven't been here before. Happy 2020. I can't believe it. Is it just me or is it because it's 2020 it's like more intense this year? I feel like the whole new decade theme is just such a more intense feeling of the new year and the goals that we set and just like what's ahead to come is feeling a lot stronger than normal. I'm definitely feeling that way and that's kind of what this video is about. I did one of these last year and I really loved that video for personal reasons and I think you guys enjoyed it as well. Just to kind of kick off the year with like an update, I'm going to answer some questions, I'm going to talk about my personal goals, I'm going to reflect on 2019 a little bit and just kind of get the year started. I'm super happy to be sitting in front of the camera because I kind of slowed down during Vlogmas and just haven't really picked up my camera. I haven't opened up my laptop. I've really taken quite a break for myself and part of that reason is my boyfriend is in college, so he was home for all of break, so I kind of like used his break as my break. School breaks are so much more different than real life work breaks. If he wasn't in college I probably already would have been, you know, posting videos like a while ago, but since he was home until today's Monday, he left yesterday for school on Sunday, so since he was home until like the last minute until Monday, I was like, I'm just gonna relax and spend time with him and not worry about work too much until Monday morning. So it is January 6th, Monday. I'm actually going to post this video tonight, so right after I film this I'm going to edit and get it out for you guys. But first just want to reflect on 2019. It was definitely, I mean, I feel like in your 20s and your teens in general, every year is like a year of change, but I truly feel like 2019 really tested me. I feel like the past few years of my life, like being in my 20s, I've seen the most change I've ever seen, and especially in 2019, you know, the very beginning of 2019 I was getting out of a very toxic relationship. I am now in a brand new relationship that I am as happy as ever with and so confident and so lucky and blessed to have my boyfriend in my life, Kyle. You guys have met him before, which I want to film some more relationship videos because we have such a great relationship that I feel the need to share that and give my advice and, you know, share that with you guys. My heater is like rambling over there. Hold on. It's like so hot in my room that I turned my, or like closed my vent, but it was just making a ton of noise, so I'm just gonna overheat for this video. So that all happened. I moved out into my first place in 2019 and I was only there for about 6 months. I feel pretty settled back at home in my mom's house, so I'm like very happy about that. While I was moved out, I went through my first episode of pretty extreme anxiety and depression there, which is why I'm back home. So that in itself, I mean, toxic relationship, new boyfriend, living on your own for the first time, anxiety, depression, those are quite high up there things for me, I would say, and that was definitely like 2019 while trying to balance work and being a businesswoman and treating my YouTube channel and my social media platforms as a business was extremely difficult. So I definitely learned a lot in 2019. I definitely had some really high highs and some really low lows, but forever grateful for everything that happened in 19. That's a little reflect on 2019. I do want to apologize in this video for kind of falling off with Vlogmas, especially when you don't have a lot to film. I just know for this year, for 2020 Vlogmas, I know, thinking ahead, I'm going to have everything very planned out, and I feel like Vlogmas is kind of changing, and I'm probably not going to have Vlogmas be all vlogs next year, or this year, sorry. It's going to be like vlogs mixed in with normal videos, so it just makes more sense, and I can have content pre-filmed so I don't get as burnt out. So I want to apologize for that, but I do have a ton of footage from each day. I did vlog every day, I just didn't keep up with editing, so those videos are going to be sprinkled in through the month of January Vlogmas. I'm still probably going to keep them titled as Vlogmas so you guys understand what's going on, but I have a bunch of content from Denver when I was in Denver with my dad and brothers for a little trip before Christmas. I have some Christmas content. I have some fun content, so I don't want to just throw it away. That will be coming, like just sprinkled in like I said, but I wanted to get this video out here and just start the year off kind of fresh. I guess going on to my goals for 2019, I have so many goals, and I feel like these are all goals I've had for a long time and kind of goals that I've had especially through 2019 that just never really were able to happen with what was going on in my life, and I was struggling to meet all of them. But having the new year, I feel like it really does set a tone for you to like kickstart that and kind of help you mentally be more motivated. I've definitely had like the best Monday today I've ever had in a long time, and I'm just so happy. I actually wrote stuff down on my phone, so let me read it to you guys. So my biggest goal for 2019 is starting a podcast. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to start a podcast for as long as I can remember. I think like the first time I even heard the word podcast, I was so intrigued because you guys know I'm a talker on my channel. I get comments about it all the time. You need to shut up and stop talking so much. I just can't help it, which is funny because I'm actually kind of shy in person, but when a camera turns on, when I'm by myself and just talking like to you guys virtually, it's very, very easy for me to talk. And obviously that's what a podcast is. And I want to do more than just, you know, surface level content about myself and about my life and about my beauty products and about my fashion style, about my lifestyle. I want to branch out into interviewing other people and hearing other people's stories and sharing more real world, you know, things that are going on. And I think a podcast is perfect for that, so stay tuned. It is happening very, very soon. Another goal is my health. Health is always a goal, and I feel like that is for everybody, but I did join a new gym recently, end of 2019, so I'm excited to kind of keep that into my routine, you know, eating healthy, being home, having a good sleep schedule, just keeping all my ducks in a row, and I think that's gonna be a lot easier for me being home, having everything kind of set up. I've tried to like set things up end of 2019, so I was prepared for 2020 to be successful. I want to do more than just like, oh, go to the gym and eat healthy. I want to see results. I want to physically feel better. I want to research more. I want to know more. Just get like deeper into it and not just say like, oh, my goal is to work on my health, to eat healthy and go to the gym, because you know, I want to be more intuitive with my health as well. So also on my notes, I wrote routine, which I kind of already mentioned within health. That obviously goes with health. I feel like a routine is so important, and especially for someone like me who does create their own hours, it's really hard. And I know I've talked about this over and over again, and there's really not much of a solution to it than just being disciplined. And I've heard other people in my position talk about this before, and honestly, that should be an invention. Some type of an invention to help people who don't have 9-to-5 jobs get a routine, because it is extremely hard. I want to be in the best routine from Monday to Friday working. I actually did work on that a lot in 2019, and I would say I probably got halfway there, but definitely not nearly as close as I want to be as having a good routine. So my next goal, and this is the biggest goals for 2020 and probably the hardest one that will be for me, because it's never been a real goal that I've ever set for myself, and that is taking care of my financials and learning about it and just being much smarter with my money. I've watched a lot of Natalie Barbu the past like 4 months. If you guys don't watch her, you should. She lives in New York City. We have very similar, I wouldn't say similar channels, but I feel like we're like, you know, similar age and similar type of channel, I guess. And her videos are incredible. I really love how she does her videos, and she does a lot about, you know, being an influencer and how much money she makes and how she makes her money and how she budgets and all these different videos. And it's really taught me a lot about money, and more so than taught me, just inspire me, just because it doesn't go into like super detail, but it definitely has inspired me a lot to focus on that and how important it is. And it's one of those things that you like always know how important it is, but you don't really care about it until you're old and you actually have to pay for things. So when I was living on my own, that definitely hit me hard. So I'm very, not pleased, I'm much more calm now that I am home, and I don't have to pay all those expenses, because that was really freaking me out. But I can just be home and really focus on saving my money and being more strategic on what I'm spending my money on, how much money is coming in, have a budget for myself, and just, you know, grown-up things and taxes and all that fun stuff I want to be a lot more serious about and have much more organized and handle on just for my personal life. So when I am older, when I do get married, when I do move out more officially, that is already set and I feel confident in it. I feel like I'm much happier doing it here under my mom's roof than having to do that on my own 5 years from now when I don't know where I'll be then. So definitely financials, and I think that should be a big one for everybody, especially, like I said, I'm pretty sure most of you that watch my videos are my age, younger, you know, younger people, and I feel like money's kind of blown around a lot our age just because of social media now, and it's really, really hard to keep control of that. So that's a huge goal of mine. Okay, so the last goal that I have kind of falls into everything I said before, is just being home more. I'm so happy that I'm living at home, and not only living at home, but my goal is not to, you know, go out and run errands for 3 hours and come home and just kind of like screw up my day, or go to coffee shops all the time. My goal is to like work more from home and try and get in a better habit of waking up and having my breakfast at home and working at home and coming home early to have a relaxing night at home, and just really being secure here and not always bouncing like this, because it's what I tend to do. I've always kind of been like that. I visit my boyfriend at school a lot, which I still will do on the weekends, but keep it more controlled. I like to bounce around at coffee shops a lot. I love running errands. I love going to new cities and exploring, which isn't a bad thing, but it really throws off my structure. So I need to set time and a place for that, and understand that I need to put work first for most of the time, and doing that at home I think will really help me. I don't know if that makes sense for you guys. I just know how I am, and I don't spend a lot of time at home, so I want to be home more, and I feel like I'll just be so much more organized if I'm home more than I'm out. And right now I feel like I'm out and about more than I'm home. Okay, those are my biggest goals right now, and I feel like I've already been talking a lot, but I want to go into kind of a Q&A I posted on my Instagram to share what's inspiring you for the new year, any questions you have, some of your goals. So I just kind of want to bring those up and communicate and talk about it all together. And totally feel free to leave comments down below of your 2020 goals and what you're feeling, and any comments back to what I've talked about with my goals. So if you could put one word for 2019, what would it be? I would say 2019 was a challenge. This is a really, really good one, and it's funny because I can still relate to this even though mine was kind of opposite. So it says 19 was amazing, it's hard for 20 to compete. How do you deal with negative 2020 anxiety? I've definitely felt the 2020 anxiety for sure, especially with kind of falling off with Vlogmas and kind of feeling like a failure and kind of starting late. Like I wanted to post my first video on January 1st, 2020 and just like kick it out, but you know, that's just not reality sometimes. And that gave me like a lot of like, oh my God, am I already like failing this year? What if I don't reach my goals? Like 2020 is such a big year. Everybody's posting all this stuff and I'm just getting very anxious about it. But I think you just have to not worry about everything else you're seeing. And for her, it sounds like she's comparing herself to herself from last year. For me, 2019 was very challenging, so 2020 for me is like kind of like the light at the end of the tunnel, like new year, new chapter, and I can kind of close anything off from 2019. But if your 2019 was amazing, then you should be just as inspired to continue that and make your dreams even bigger. If you're having anxiety from social media, definitely don't watch that, because I have felt that and I do this for a living and I felt it. So just stay within your world. You know what your goals are, like your biggest dreams, write them down on a piece of paper and maybe write some bullet points of what can get you to those goals, or start a new hobby, you know, find something you love to do and make 2020 happy. You have to start somewhere. Someone said they start off 2020 with the flu and pneumonia. All my resolutions are on a setback until I am better. Again, kind of going back to that, I felt the same way with, you know, just not getting like a strong kickstart. Right now I'm feeling very, very good, and I think it's bad if you kind of like beat yourself up about it that I'm, what, 6 days late to posting a video and kind of failed at something. Just because you failed doesn't mean you can't get back up and feel strong again. So I'm so sorry you have the flu. I hope you feel better, and don't think that it's gonna set back any of your goals. You're just gonna have to work a little bit harder once you're feeling better. Someone sharing their goals, they want to make it to yoga twice a week, collaborate at least once a month with a new creative, and less TV. Those are really good goals. Those are very like like very specific goals with numbers. I like that because it's probably a little bit more attainable to track, as far as like going to yoga twice a week. Then you can like really track that. That's a great goal to have. I love the collaborate at least one with a creative at least once a month. I think I might steal that from you. That's a really good one. I tend to have a hard balance of trying to collaborate and focusing on my own brand, and sometimes I put way too much time into other people and not myself, and sometimes I feel like I'm being really selfish and not collaborating enough. So I think setting a goal as far as like a number is a great thing to do. I'm applying for nursing school in April, so I'd say getting in is my biggest goal for 2020. That's incredible. What a great way to start 2020. Just to work hard and stay motivated. Ooh, compare your 2019 goals to 2020 goals. Maybe I'll do like a reacting to my 2019 video. Let me know if you guys want to do that. I'll do that. That sounds so fun. Do you have any big plans with YouTube/merch? Definitely big plans with my podcast, and big plans with YouTube as far as just kind of elevating all of my content. That's also a huge goal of mine, is just, you know, making my content truly the best I can and being more creative with my ideas and not just doing vlogs and, you know, what's trending. I want to have kind of my own style and more creative videos for you guys, and also doing videos that you guys highly request. I feel like I get so many highly requested videos that it's hard to keep up with them, like very simple requested ones like makeup and hair and self-tanning and very simple stuff like that I just don't ever get around to. So elevating my YouTube content. Not much plans for my merch right now, but I still do have it all on my website if you guys want to shop it, so I'll leave the link down below. I definitely want to do a lot more giveaways and a lot more photo shoots and just kind of branding that a little bit more, but no new merch is coming out anytime soon. Someone said I never shared my fave self-tanners. I've definitely shared them on my channel thousands of times, as well as Instagram, but I would say my favorite is Loving Tan, the ultra dark shade in the mousse. I use that all the time. I actually have it on now, but it's like fading. And then I also use the Saint Tropez one. I feel like I like Loving Tan more. And then if I'm gonna get a spray tan, I go to Bronzed Beauty Mobile. I actually think she's just called Bronzed Beauty now. I'll put her Instagram on the screen. If you live in Metro Detroit, she's incredible. She can come to you, or she has a studio and she's the best spray tan. So sometimes when I just don't want to deal with it myself and I have a little bit extra time to drive and see her, I will, because she's amazing. Alright guys, I am going to end this video here because I want to get it edited and up for you tonight, and it is almost 8 o'clock. Plus, the first Bachelor episode is on tonight, and I'm very excited. I'm actually going to try and watch the entire season. It's going to help me with my schedule and being home at 8 o'clock on Monday nights to relax and drink my tea. That is my plan for the rest of the night. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so excited for this year to share with you guys. And like I said, please leave some comments down below of your 2020 goals. Let's just talk down there because I absolutely love to do that. You guys can follow me on Instagram at Emily Jean Beauty. You can follow my merch page, EJB Merch, and you can also go to the website ejbmerch.com to shop any of the pieces. I wish you guys a very blessed New Year's, and just hope you guys work your hardest to reach your goals. So I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.